Welcome back to our channel. The past 4 days, we shared with you the process of closing on the land, which we were so excited about. This hideous hunk of junk blue trailer home that came with the property, and my hopes and dreams of transforming it into a beautiful space for us to live in while we build, and then to turn into a guest house / like hangout area once we live in our barn-dough.
I don't think I told you this, but I named it the Painted Turd Project.
The Painted Turd. You saw, though, I wanted to paint it black or white, and I had already started buying furniture, and we were so excited to start flipping it. Many trips to Lowe's, we started demoing it, and we originally thought like 5,000 to 8,000, maybe 10,000 with some floor.
Per wall, maybe.
With some flooring and paint, and you know, because it's just kind of a temporary living for us. It's not our main house, so we didn't want to pour too much into it. But the further we got into it, the more stressed out and overwhelmed we got.
The more I started debating everything that we have ever decided.
Dan started questioning life.
I started questioning life, and at this point, we haven't fully decided what to do with it. I'm still open to burning it to the ground.
Basically, we just found more issues than we originally thought there were. You know, a little bit of mold, tons of water damage. The cinder blocks that this thing is sitting on is cracked, so it could just like one day. The joist, what is the floor joist? What is that?
The floor joists are not attached to the exterior wall in spots, so the subfloor is actually holding the floor joist up, if that makes sense.
Which is nice. Again, when we closed on the property, this wasn't appraising the property, so we technically got it for free. We weren't expecting a lot. We knew it was in rough condition, but we were like, let's put a pretty Band-Aid on it, call it good, live in it for 6 months, whatever. But the further we got into it, we realized our health and safety and our mental health.
It's not a scratch. It's not a scratch that you can put a pretty Band-Aid on. It's an amputation, and we're trying to put a pretty Band-Aid on it. So.
And it's not working. So I kind of left you hanging on Friday. But we just spent the weekend really thinking, praying about, talking about what our options are. Dan really wants to light it on fire, but I don't think that's the best option. So we've decided to...
Oh, sorry. My cue. We're going to sell it.
We're going to haul it off, sell it.
Or we're going to give it away. If somebody,
if no one wants to buy it for the minimal price we have
we're going to say, as long as you come
it.
take it,
Free.
it's yours.
Because it's gone. And it's out of our hair, and we don't have to mess with it again. So from here, that's our plan. We still have to get septic service. We still have to get a new utility electric pole, whatever. But we're going to look for other RVs. Yep. I think we're going to purchase an RV. We'll live in that. We've been doing it. We'll live in that while we build. And then we have the ability to travel still, which is nice. But the reno, demo, whatever is not done because we still have the barn.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That is red, but it will probably end up being black soon. And then our beautiful overhang, which is this corrugated tin outdoor space that...
Like an old covered... like cattle area.
Yeah, it's nothing pretty, but we both are really excited to make it like an outdoor hangout, like entertaining area.
Yeah, table, grill, bar, all kinds of stuff.
It'll be fun. Like, we're really excited about it. So we're going to put our efforts into that. Today, all day, we've been out there. Dan's been ripping up barbed wire fence. We've been taking old wood from the overhang and putting it on the burn pile. And so we're still going to be working on the property. We'll still show you the process of it. But when it comes to demo, reno, flipping this painted turd, as he called it,
it's no longer going to be a painted turd. It's just going to be the turd project.
We are flushing it down the toilet. The turd is gone.
Except the septic doesn't work. It's here to stay.
Sometimes it does.
It's going to float to the surface.
Oh my gosh. We've dealt with some floating things outside.
It's been fun.
But we're not thrown off when stuff like this happens. Like, I feel like our whole life, or not our whole life, yes, but like this past year for sure has been like this. We moved out of our place that we were renting. We had no place to go. We lived with our friends for 2 months, lived with my mom for 6 months, hit the road for 6 months in the RV. And so when stuff like this happens, I actually like it because when I have everything planned out and I don't need help, then I don't really need the Lord. We don't need faith. But when we're in this spot where we feel backed into a corner and our plan that we had in place was the plan to work and our only option, when that's ripped from us and we're literally like, we don't know what to do, we don't know what's next. Sorry, I was getting all serious, but then I thought my hairy armpit was in
Here's the deal. At the end of the day, we're like human bouncy balls. When life grabs us and throws us at the ground super hard, we just bounce even higher.
We're like, ding, ding, ding.
Sucker!
So yeah, we're not like, we're bummed. I'm bummed because I wanted this to be a beautiful space and I wanted to host. I think I'm mourning the ability to host right now. And that's been something that we've both wanted. I know, just outside. Not when it's cold though. So I'm mourning a little bit. My creative side is mourning the project a little bit, but it gets us excited for what's next.
Yeah.
Because when a door closes like this, when something doesn't work out, it just shows us that God has something better, even better than we thought or planned or imagined. And for that alone, I'm like, bring it on. I can't wait.
Let's see what happens.
So we are going to tackle all the tools, get all the trash out of here, and call it good. So our content will look a little bit different, not as much reno, still some fun dances, right, babe? But I'll move on to the overhang and hopefully we can get that tidied up. So stick around because so much more is going to be happening at the Matthews Farm.
The Matthews Farm?
Is that what we're going to call it?
I don't know. We got to come up with a name for it.
I think the Matthews Farm. Drop in the comments below what we should name our property. The Matthews Farm or Matthews Ranch?
We are Dan and Sam and cows.
But wait, what if we have goats and chickens and bunnies? The kids want bunnies. Anyway, sorry. Drop it below what we should call it because we don't know. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us, for following us, and for sharing your insight and advice. And I know some of you from the beginning were like, yeah, don't do it. Just walk away. And look, here we are doing what you were right. You were right.
Thank you.
But some of you were really cheering us on and wanted us to finish it. And we thought that was the plan, but it's not. So